Look who's back. Yes, I have returned. I've arisen. I'm filming this on Easter holiday. I'm Mr. Dixon, and welcome to Mr. Dixon's Arrested Development. Sorry, I've been a little out of it lately. I haven't filmed, like 2 weeks or whatever it's been. I've just been sick. What can I say? Remember I was coughing before? It turns out I had other things as well. Anyway. I'm all right or whatever. But I could not pass Easter up. I'm Easter Passover, for pity's sake, happened this week. No way! I'm not talking about the pedo priests and the pedo rabbis. I mean, come on, it's a tradition. Alright, so, before the light gives out, there's natural light in here, if you can see me. Ooh. Alright, we're just going to get right into this here. Alright. Preacher caught in back seat with 16-year-old boy accused of sending him porn. This is from WREG and Helena, West Helena, Arkansas. Arkansas. I was going to say something, but I'm not. Police say 25-year-old Corey Matthews described himself as a man of the cloth, but Yama Hunter knows him simply as the clerk at a local convenience store. He used to ring stuff up like he used to ring stuff up and he passed out the food, said Hunter, and passed out the dick. No, I'm sorry, we haven't got that far yet. If you believe police, Matthews passed out more than food. Hey, they beat me to the joke. I beat them to it. They arrested him Tuesday for allegedly sending sexually explicit images to a 16-year-old boy and got him into the back seat at some point. He was weird, kind of creepy. Somebody you would stay away from, Hunter said of Matthews. Police said they found Matthews in the backseat of a car with the 16-year-old around 2 a.m. Sunday. Well, what? 2 a.m. Sunday in the backseat? What are you suggesting? Weren't anything was going on, but it still gave mere suspicion, West Helena Police Chief James Smith said. Well, if nothing's going on, what do you... Well, I guess it's what, they got curfew for 16-year-olds in Arkansas? It was enough to spark an investigation. Police began taking a closer look at Matthews and obtained a warrant to search his cell phone after he failed to explain why the underage boy was with him. What are you doing with this 16-year-old in your back of your car? We were talking. What? What? It's 2 a.m. on a Sunday. I can't have a conversation with somebody in my car. Matthew Matthews had apparently been sending this young man inappropriate photos and messages. WREG couldn't locate Matthews Wednesday, but a woman who claims to know him said he isn't a pastor but does some preaching. He described him as a good man. She described him as a good man and said he wasn't guilty because she was there. I don't know how she knows this. Police said Matthews was bonded out of jail and is next due in court on May 4th. Preacher caught his back... sorry. That's the headline again. Sorry about that. All right. So that's what I'm that guy. Is he a preacher? Is he not a preacher? I don't know. Headline said it, so I went with it. Let's get rid of that story and move on. This is from and this is the actual call letters, WBOY in West Virginia. This is W-Boy in West Virginia. As I said, this is the story is headline, Cardinals Australian court hearing on sex charges ends. Now, this comes from West Virginia station, WBOY, W-Boy. But this is actually from the AP, and this is in Melbourne, Australia. I can't do an Australian accent. An Australian magistrate on Thursday closed... I can't do any accents, let's face it. Except this fucking thing I got here. All right, anyway. An Australian magistrate on Thursday closed a month-long court hearing of evidence on whether the most senior Vatican cleric ever charged in the Catholic Church sex abuse will stand trial. Melinda Wallington told the Melbourne Magistrates Court she would make her decision after lawyers make their final submissions on April 17th on whether prosecutors had a strong enough case against Australia's highest-ranking Catholic, Cardinal George Pell, to warrant a jury by trial. Pope Francis' former finance minister was charged last June with sexually abusing multiple people in his Australian home state of Victoria. The details of the allegation against 76-year-old Cardinal, he's guilty, there's no question about it. The allegation, just 76 years old, and he's a Cardinal. The details of the allegation against the 76-year-old Cardinal have yet to be released to the public, though police have described the charges as historical. His sexual assault offenses, meaning the crimes allegedly occurred decades ago. Motherfucker did it. Pell has not been required to enter pleas, but he did enter something else. Now, stop it. Pell has not been required to enter pleas, but has said through his lawyers he will plead not guilty to all counts if ordered to stand trial. That's nice of him. The cardinal has attended every day of the 4-week preliminary hearing. The first 2 weeks were closed to the public, as his alleged victims testified via a video link to the court. Such closed courts are standard in Victoria, where alleged sexual abuse victims testify. The final witness was the detective who led the investigation. Defense lawyer Robert Rector, it's R-I-C-H-T-E-R, said Pell was targeted for special treatment by detectives from Sano Task Force, which investigates historical sex abuse. Yeah, well, he treated everyone else as special treatment, so why can't they treat him? Do you say that the allegation against Cardinal Pell was treated like any other allegation? Rector asked the detective. Or was there a zoning in on him to the extent that far more serious allegations against a nun were not pursued by the Sano Task Force? Oh, you see, all right, he may be a bitch. Maybe he's a pedo, maybe he's not. But what about this nun? She's worse. Why are you looking at, motherfucker, did he fuck kids or not? What is that shit? All right, anyway. The detective, Sergeant Christopher Reed, replied, I disagree with that statement in its entirety. Reed was one of 3 Victoria police who flew to Rome in October 2016 to interview Pell, who cooperated fully and answered every question, his lawyer said. Reed agreed. He spoke freely. I knew the kids. I know lots of boys. What do you want from me? What card? Me? Molest? I would never. Oh, no, go away. I am a priest, so I'm here. I'm stay here. And you can't arrest me here, right? No. Anyway, the police investigators of Pell began in 2013 before any complaint had been come forward, and there's more to it. You can find that on WBOI, but I only read the one page. Moving on. This is from the Tennessean. From the Tennessean. Nashville pastor molested at least 8 children during 20 years as church leader, police say. Metro Police have arrested a pastor accused of molesting several children across 2 decades while he was under a South Nashville congregation. While he was leader of a South Nashville congregation. He was under, never mind. Matthew Dennis Patterson, known as Denny. Call me Denny. Matthew Dennis Patterson, known as Denny, served as pastor of Knowlesville Road Baptist Church for more than 20 years. He resigned on September 24th. Let me center myself there. All right. Days later, members of the congregation came to the police precinct on Harding Place with complaints about his request to engage in strange activities with children, authorities said. Yeah, I'm sure. Children of the church told adult members that Patterson asked them to sit on it. Oh, Jesus. Children at the church told court members that Patterson had asked I make these jokes and then when it actually comes up, they're like, what the fuck? All right. Children of the church told adult members that Patterson had asked them to sit on his face and stomach, sometimes in their underwear, according to police statement. Detectives John Thomas, that's the name, John Thomas and Jacob Masteler from the department's Child Sexual Abuse and Exploitation Unit led the 6-month investigation into the complaints. After interviewing multiple church and staff members, police said the detectives identified multiple victims, most of them boys. I guess he swung both ways. Were molested from 1998 to 2017. Police did not say how old the children were at the time of the alleged abuse. Patterson has been indicted on 8 counts of aggravated sexual battery. Each count is linked to a different child, according to the police. Police said more charges relating to additional victims are anticipated as the investigation continues. Nashville police arrested Patterson in Pennsylvania on March 8th. He refused to talk to investigators. Patterson was extradited to Nashville on Friday, and his bond was set to $100,000. $100,000. Leaders at Knowlesville Road Baptist have been fully cooperative with the investigation, according to police. Nobody should ever hurt a child, church spokesman said. You shouldn't hire a guy who's going to have kids in their underwear sun in his face. Maybe that's the answer. Jesus! What was he doing? Why was he not? Was he just looking at this? That's horrible stuff. Gotta go get some sleep. But that's very bad. When you die, you're going to hell. But till then, I'm gonna stay up here and watch. I guess. Happy Easter. All right, lovely Passover. A sign for Northville Road Baptist Church in Nashville. Oh, sorry, that's never mind. Forget I read it. It says it's a photograph and it says a sign for blah blah blah. But I just have the text. Sorry. Anyway, all right. Let's in an interview Friday night. Each church member, James Thomas, who is serving as spokesman on this issue, says Knoxville Baptist Church will continue to work with the police. All right, good. Wait a minute. Detective is John Thomas. Okay, the detective is named John Thomas, and the church member is called James Thomas. I guess no relation, I suppose. John Thomas. That's what they used to call a dick. Did you know that? I mean, not to call him a dick. That's what people. The euphemism for cock. I don't know if you know. My John Thomas. I think a lot of Brits used to talk that way. Those British people always with the euphemisms. All right, and there's the final one. This is from the Passac Press. It's Pascack. Passac Press. I don't know. But anyway, the headline is former Woodcliff Lake rabbi arrested for sexual assault. Hey, you believe this? I'm actually almost done here. And no youth pastors. Hey, good job, guys. I'm not getting arrested this week. Or the week of when I'm reading this. All right. The week of Holy Week when I printed these stories. All right, anyway. This is Holy Week. Anyway, this Happy Easter. But back to the story. All right. This is in Bergen County, New Jersey. Rabbi, not a Catholic priest. That's a weird one. All right, former Woodcliff Lake Rabbi Meekum Weiss, now of Los Angeles, is charged with aggravated sexual assault. The Bergen County Prosecutor's Office said March 26. Acting Bergen County Prosecutor Dennis Kalo announced Weiss's arrest in a press release, saying the arrest is the result of an investigation conducted by the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office under the direction of Chief Robert Anzalotti and the Woodcliff Lake Police Department, under the direction of Chief Anthony Janisali. Meekum Weiss is the guy who got arrested as the rabbi. Anyway, in December 2016, the Woodcliff Lake Police Department received information that a juvenile male was sexually assaulted by Rabbi Meekum Weiss between January and June 1999. That was a TV show. Sorry. Between January and June 1999, while Rabbi Weiss resided in Woodcliff Lake, Kalo said. As a result of the investigation, the case was presented to the Bergen County Grand Jury. On Tuesday, March 20th, Weiss was indicted on 2 counts of aggravated sexual assault, crimes of the first degree. The first degree! This is crimes of the first degree! Not the second degree, not the first. First! God damn it! Okay. On Thursday, March 22nd, Weiss was taken into custody by the Port Authority New Jersey Police Department and transported to Bergen County Jail. Well, the indignity, being arrested by the fucking Port Authority. Holy shit, you're really going to the bottom. Well, it's the first time he ever bottomed. Where he was being held pending the detention hearing on March 26th at 9 a.m. Why am I adding things? 9 a.m. Kalo emphasized that the charges were merely accusations and the defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But I can have an opinion. He did it. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he didn't. Maybe it's just just a rabbi and the accused of molesting his kid. I'm sure it happens every day. All these rabbis are like, no, I didn't molest the child. I'm accused of it, but it doesn't happen. Priests, rabbis, ministers, they're all accusations. Anyway, he thanked the Woodcliff Lake Police Department for their assistance in the investigation. That was Kalo over here. All right, that's the end of that. That's it. That's it for Mr. Dixon's Arrested Development for this week. Hopefully I'll be alive next week so I continue doing these. Who knows? Of course I'm not dead. I could just be sick. Oh, God, the sickness. I can't get rid of it. It's a pain in the ass. All right, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Whenever that'll be. Who knows? But enjoy your day. Bye-bye. And when I pick this up, Easter probably will be over. It takes so long to get these things up. That's what she said. All right, anyway, see you next time. Bye-bye.